Indiana Fever head coach Stephanie White made headlines after a rough night on the court against the Washington Mystics, and not just for the Fever's disappointing performance. Following a tough loss and a visibly frustrated squad, White revealed she had been fined by the WNBA, likely due to previous post-game comments criticizing officiating during their matchup against the New York Liberty. According to a report from insider Scott Agness on X, White didn't hold back when asked about her frustrations. Though she didn't directly detail the fine's content, the implication was clear. It stemmed from her remarks about the referees. And the officiating issues didn't stop there. Throughout the game in Baltimore, Caitlin Clark, who was sidelined for this matchup, was seen voicing her displeasure with the refs from the bench, clearly unhappy with the level of physicality and lack of calls in her team's favor. In the post-game press conference, White remained composed but delivered strong insights about her team's struggles. She admitted the Fever lacked pace, transition scoring, and offensive rhythm, especially with Clark missing from the lineup. Days struggled at the point guard spot, and the team reverted to bad habits under pressure, relying too heavily on dribble handoffs and jump shots. White also acknowledged that star forward Aaliyah Boston wasn't involved enough offensively, partly due to the absence of Clark and tight defense from the Mystics. "We've got to be better as coaches to get her in position to succeed," White stated. When pressed on whether the league should do more to protect stars like Clark from rough play, White didn't call out the WNBA directly, but emphasized a need for consistency in officiating, especially when it comes to protecting shooters at the rim. "Are we going to let them play, or are we going to call it tight? It can't be both," she said. When asked what the league should improve first, she quipped, "Are you trying to get me fined again?" Seemingly confirming the previous penalty. Despite the loss, Clark still made an impact off the court, spending 12 minutes pre-game signing autographs and connecting with fans, which White praised as a reflection of Clark's humility and commitment to growing the game. In the end, White and her team refused to use Clark's absence as an excuse. "We have depth. We added quality players this offseason. Everyone has to step up." The Fever will look to regroup after this setback and clean up defensive lapses, poor shot selection, and costly fouls if they hope to stay competitive in the playoff race. What do you think about the WNBA fining Stephanie White? Fair or too harsh? Should the league change how it protects star players like Caitlin Clark? Subscribe, like, and hit the bell for all your Indiana Fever and WNBA updates.